Well, hey there, neighbor. What brings you by? Uh-huh. You're frustrated with life, huh? Aren't we all? Stop putting yourself down. Don't call yourself a loser. There are powers at work at a local, state, and federal level that you and I have no control over. You're looking too far out on the horizon at things you or I can't control. You wish you could just live a good life, huh? That reminds me of something from one of the Norse saga. Njol Saga, you ever hear of it? Considered one of the most comprehensive of all the saga. Yeah, he totally punches a ghost. There's things we need to take with a grain of salt. There's a few nuggets of wisdom in there, though. In it, there's a quote that has stuck with me since I was a little bit younger than you, actually. A person should be two things: wise and just. Intelligence and fairness are the most important things in life. You were expecting a Conan quote, weren't you? Think about it for a second. The ancestors, the ones that found the first parliamentary government in history, believed that intelligence and fairness were key. What is wisdom and justness? Well, let me break it down for you. I had to ask my grandma about it. It was the second to last or third to last conversation we ever had, so it stuck with me. Back then in the Army, we had to call our loved ones on payphones with prepaid cards. I bet you've never seen a payphone. Maybe that'll be another story for another time. Anyway, she explained wisdom to me as this ability to see and consider other viewpoints and perspectives. You're not going to like this, but not just one person's viewpoint, and not one that's been fed to you. Yes, the people that formed the first parliament in the world consider different viewpoints before taking action. No, wisdom isn't simply the accumulation of knowledge, but rather judicious application of knowledge guided by ethical principles. Now then, what is justness? Firstly, you can't have a functioning society without it. Yes, people love to slap that misnomer of Viking on the ancestors and paint them as some shirtless, bearded savages that only raided. One perspective crammed down the throats of many. One parroted to this day. Parroted by the ignorant. It's up to you and I to change their perspective on that. Apparently, history wasn't enough. But then again, they probably couldn't even define justness. They're often blinded by greed or politics. After all, a just society is fundamentally defined as equal opportunities and rights for all members, no matter their differences. Does this feel like a just society to you? Again, it's on us then, the descendants of those that were painted as a non-just society. Yes, I realize the world was much different back then, but the wisdom still carries water. If you can't see past your politics, no matter what side you're on, consider the perspectives of the other side. You've already failed. And this lack of perspective and subsequent excuses that you make to justify only your perspective is why you feel you don't have a good life. You feel like an individual and not a society. So consider for a moment the perspective of others, and remember why the Skalds passed down the stories of the sagas from generation to generation, and why I'm bringing it up to you now. To have a good life, a person must be two things: wise and just. And no judgment on you, my friend. I've already considered your perspective. Just know you're not alone. On your way home, think about your rights and freedoms. And in the days to come, when you encounter an individual, ask yourself if they have the same. Ask yourself, is this just? And if not, ask yourself if it is wise that it is not just. What is citizenship if not membership? In your consideration of multiple perspectives, ask yourself how they feel. See things from their perspective and ask yourself, is it just or just us? That's not membership now, is it? Therefore, not a society. Furthermore, why you feel alone. Well, that's enough wisdom for one day, young buck. I gotta start turning down for the night. Just something to think about. I'll see you next time. Cha-cha-cha-cha.